But there's also good news. And if you happen to be hurting, or if you know somebody that is, make sure they hear these messages, either from you or send them to some of the steps resources, that it's okay not to be okay, but you don't have to stay that way, right? Everybody has things going on, and people think it's just them, but it's not. We all have issues going on, and many people have been where you are. So you can, even though you got things that get in the way, you don't have to stay that way. And you can find balance and wellness, but it's up to you to take steps and to take steps in the right direction. But if you do that, God will be with you every step of the way. It's our choice to aim at what's important and to manage our mind and to focus on the next right steps. And there's only one supernatural aspect in all this, which is God. But very often, God will walk with us and He will support us as we take steps in the right direction. So that's really, I think, how all this comes together. So we started by saying we talked about the rule of thirds, and right now, maybe at the start of this, you thought about these things, but I'd ask you to think about it again. Are you going to embrace these concepts and do something with them, even if they seem simple, even if they seem familiar? Will you pick the ones that work for you and to put them into practice enthusiastically on a daily basis, or are you much better than that? Are these not sophisticated enough, or they're not clever enough, or they don't show up in the latest faddish book you're reading? And so therefore you just kind of glaze over them and go on to your next thing. Or are you going to resist them because you don't like change? Or maybe there's some things, some habits you feel you need to change and you're kind of hesitant to go there. So it's up to you to decide which of these areas you're going to be in. So this says, what steps will you take? We've talked about some big ideas and some life changing principles. Now, the context was becoming more productive so that we can pursue a life of excellence. But these concepts will affect your worldview and what kind of person you will be, how you go about living your life.